fix of entertainment, but today is Tuesday, so you know it's about the money. And in studio I have someone who's going to be showing us one way of making that money. But before that, our social media handles are Y254 channel on Twitter, Y254 TV on Instagram, and Y254 on Facebook. Our SMS line is 22162. Good things happen when you slide in there. Our WhatsApp line is 0700345457. Major shout out to Shiko for hosting Simon, a film director, a budding film director. But now in studio, I have all the way from Denmark. He goes by the name of KASPER and is running a major business in town. KASPER, karibu sana.
Asante.
Oh, you know some Swahili. I was testing
just a little bit, not too much.
All right, so you're from Denmark, KASPER?
Yeah.
You've lived in Africa?
For 6 years now.
For 6 years. Yeah. In Central African Republic, to be specific?
Central African Republic, some years in Uganda as well.
All right, then you ended up in Kenya?
Then I came here since the beginning of the year, roughly, yeah.
All right, I have some friends who have been abroad to Europe, to America, and when they come back to Kenya, they tell me there's a lot of opportunity in Kenya that is untapped or unexploited. Is this true first?
It's a very competitive market, I would say, and especially when you come as someone from outside, from abroad, and you might not have the network in the country. I think that can be a challenge. But I do think if you have a good concept and a good idea, I think there's still a lot of space in the market for new innovative products, for sure. Yeah.
Amazing. You have a background in journalism,
yeah.
But now you run a spot called AGGER.
AGGER, yeah.
Yes, an entertainment spot, a bar and restaurant. How did this transition happen?
Well, so I've always been very interested in food, and I did a lot of catering and cooking when I was studying back in Denmark.
As well?
Well, self-taught chef, yeah.
Self-taught.
I love to cook and flavors.
So when I make a
that.
special order made by KASPER, I can get it at AGGER.
I can come and cook for you. If you make a special event, yeah, why not?
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I was always very interested in the whole arts and entertainment, and then I got a chance to start up AGGER Lounge at the National Theatre together with some Kenyan partners, and yeah, we just went for it.
All right. I've always been promoting arts and culture, and do you work hand in hand with the theatre over there to promote?
Yeah, we have a very close collaboration. So whenever there's a show in the theatre, we always meet with the organizers before the show and say, what can we do? How can we promote the place? Can we do special cocktails maybe for this show, or special bitings or whatever? So we try to integrate the bar and the theatre together. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. I'd like to know how the business curve has been in relation to the state of the nation politically, obviously.
Sure. I would say in the beginning of the year, you know, we're starting up, but then March, April, May, June, I think we were seeing quite good growth and good sales. But then come August, September, November, we have seen at least a drop in 40 to 50% almost of sales, and just less events coming in, less people coming in, and generally people spending less. So it's been the last 4 months has been a bit of a challenge, especially for a new business trying to come in.
But you're situated right next to a police station. I think you should be safe.
Well, that's good for safety for us, but it also means sometimes that you have also the university right next door. Sometimes we can actually smell the tear gas on the balcony. Yeah.
All right. So the comrades have become a problem. We call the students from
It's not a problem. I don't interfere with whatever decisions people take in the politics, but I can just see from my perspective. You know, center of town is a bit a place that people tend to avoid when there are riots or disputes going on in town. So that's a bit of a challenge for us, yeah.
All right. And I'd like to know, this is a learning process for the viewers. What are some of the challenges that you have in running a business? Like this one?
Well, I think you know, some things like going out and spending money, especially, or going for a theater show or something, that's some of the first things that people might reduce a little bit when they don't know about the future. So I think that's that kind of unpredictability that there is in a society like Kenya. For example, if you compare to Denmark, you could never have experienced this kind of uncertainty about what's happening on the political level.
Elections happen in a day.
Election happens, and it happens in a day, and you have a winner, and that's it. Like people move on. So I think that has become a bit of a challenge for us. The uncertainty, yeah, for when you're in business is always good. If you look at the entertainment industry in Nairobi, it's quite saturated. There's a lot of exciting bars and concepts coming up. But I think if you took some of that innovation to some of the regional capitals, I think actually you could make a good name for yourself out there as well.
Nairobi has been claimed to be a drinking, or Kenya per se, to be a drinking nation. Is this true since you're in this line of business? Does it just reflect in your sales?
Well, I mean, the interesting thing about the way that Kenyan drinks is they have their specific brands. So they'll either take Guinness, Tusker, Heineken or whatever, and they stick with that brand. So you got to make sure that you stick up on all the brands a lot. Because you can have a group of people coming in and you might not see them for a week, but then they come in and they finish like 5 crates of Tusker. So you just better be sure you have enough stock of all the different brands.
Oh, so you have to know your customers.
That's very much,
one thing I'm getting from
I think that's very, very important. You need to know your customers, know your market, and customer care. I think that's really important, especially in the service industry.
Yes, and talking about customer care, it's really slept on in this country, by the way.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're taking advantage of that.
Well, I think you, as a manager of a venue, you have to be all the time coaching and working with the local staff to make sure that to midnight on weekdays and then until 3, 4 in the weekends. So, you know, you need at least 15 staff to keep that running, really.
All right. Is this the first business that you're running, or you've had some other businesses before?
It's my first business in Africa, but I had a catering and event company when I was back in Denmark for a while as well, where we did a lot of weddings and birthday parties and things like that.
All right. Are you self-taught in this industry, or did you like get some?
No, I'm self-taught. I've always had a interest in cooking and in arts and entertainment, and just always hanged around with musicians and with chefs, and that's been a big passion for me. But I never found a way to make money out of it, so that's what I'm trying to do now.
All right. So I'd like some advice, and it involves money. Yes, I hear when you can't manage a small amount of money, it basically means when you're given a huge amount of money, you can't handle it, you can't manage it as well. Is this true?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it always starts with managing your own finances. So, for example, just making a very simple budget, like how much do you pay for rent? How much do you pay in telephone? How much do you pay for transport? Those are like the minimum costs you can't get away with. And then once you have that, you look what is your income, and then you see, okay, how much can I actually spend on going out and having fun? So I think it's all about planning and management.
So what are some of the aspects that you can't sleep on when you're running a business?
Well, if the end of the month is always crunch time, you know, because you have rent coming up, you have your staff salaries coming up, so that's always a tough time of the month. And then I think it's about always forcing yourself to be innovative and think ahead, especially in entertainment. You got to think about what kind of people do we want to come in, what kind of branding, what kind of service, and how do you work with partners. I think that's really important.
So budget,
planning and management. And then the last thing is execution. Maybe you have a very good plan, but how do you execute it? And do you actually follow the plan you made? Or do you just make the plan and you put it aside and then you go ahead with your normal business?
All right. And I work with artists a lot, and they keep complaining that they don't get shows because of this and that. Promoters be fishy. Do you think they bring value?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, as having a creative place and a venue with a small stage, and we can definitely see when we bring in artists and bring in entertainment, we get a lot more traction on social media, a lot more traction online, and we just get more clients in.
So you work with artists?
Yeah. I think for me, it's worth the investment for sure. Yeah.
Kenyan artists are good.
Yeah, I think
making
so.
good music.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Amazing. How can people find you on social media, just in case?
Well, we are Igisa Lounge, both on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter,
So you update everything on your social media?
Yeah, we
from
do,
the events happening?
Yeah, from the events.
To the artists who are coming?
Yeah.
To the offers?
To the offers.
Amazing. Thank you very much for coming through. We appreciate you. Keep doing your thing. and keep talking to the Danish guys to come invest in Kenya.
All right, we will. All right, thanks.
Yes,
all right.
This has been another segment of Youth and Entrepreneurship. On Tuesday, we focus on learning how to make use and back. So just interact with us, talk to us on Y254 channel on Twitter, Y254 TV on Instagram, Y254 on Facebook. Let's listen to some music, and Shiko Kaitani will be back with some more in the morning.